all my training partners are strong. So if it doesn't work, I figure out pretty quick. So I'm gonna go for the same technique. One thing I see guys do too much is they're in too much of a rush. Like, okay, it's good enough. That's not good enough. It sucks. Alright, nice one. Okay? You know? Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this, excuse me, we're here, we're gonna get our angle, controlling the other sleeve. This is, what's this motion called?
Like a screamer?
A screamer.
Yeah.
We're gonna screamer our foot to the inside. Our foot's not gonna be touching the air. It's gonna be turned to the left, and you can kind of feel that, right, Darren?
Yeah, super.
Now Darren being like, I'm not gonna let this kid just muscle me. He's gonna start rotating his, exactly, okay? And Darren's strong, so if he really wants to do that, you know, and you just go for it, that he was able to rip his hand out of my grip fairly easily, okay? Now, I know that that's what's gonna happen, so let's just go back here. We get our nice pistol grip. We're here, and I've got this. I'm predicting Darren's hand to move, so I'm immediately gonna pluck his elbow and shoot my leg up, which is gonna put me in moving towards Omoplata. Now, let's just make this a little bit better. Darren's strong, Darren's explosive, he's a freaking gymnast. Not fair. If he postures up real strong and just stands up, shakes me off, hopefully I could get to something, but a lot of times guys are gonna muscle you. So let's just deal with this a little bit more detailed. I got pistol grip, I'm gonna pull it in, I'm gonna concave here, and now as I'm expecting, plucking and shooting my leg up. Now, typically we'll be in a race for me to face the same way Darren's facing so I can apply the shoulder lock. Darren's fast, he's explosive, and I don't want to get into a physical match with him. I want to beat him to the punch. So instead of taking this time to rotate next to him, let's switch this a little bit. You guys notice that if Darren's left hand was on the ground, his head would be. I'm just gonna stick my foot totally erect in his armpit here. So now if Darren tries to roll, he tries to stand up. He tries to, yeah. And so I like that Omoplata variation because it's one less step of having to sit next to the guy, face him, and come all the way up. That one, you can put a lot of pressure on it. Let me go over that one, last one, just how to finish it real precisely, and then maybe we'll go over one sweep from the lasso, and I think that might be a good little session. So, I'm doing everything on the same side for learning purposes. I typically like to get good at one side, and then I teach myself on the other side until I'm equally, or hopefully equally as good. But for learning purposes, I don't want to confuse people who haven't seen it before, so we'll stick with the same side right now. Okay. Take time to get, even folding this over helps sometimes. And you get nice lasso, okay? Foot, angle. Putting the lasso in, and your foot really should, you feel the, yeah. What's happening is my foot's really
good pressure, yeah.
It's the same shape of your rib cage. I'm not just loosey-goosey, I'm spreading.
Like a glove.
Like a glove. Okay? Now, we talked about what was an attack. Darren's natural instinct is to get his hand back. I pluck elbow bone as I shoot my leg up, keeping his elbow in my hip pocket, rotate. Instead of getting into this race before he can roll, I'm just gonna lock a triangle and put my right foot totally erect into his armpit. Now, how do you finish this? Is you put your hands on the ground and you bring your butt backwards as you bring your head forward. And it's a pretty effective shoulder lock.
All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? Again, 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 again.